Hey everyone. I decided to do a little different of a video. Yesterday with one of my best friends, Amber, I saw the movie The Greatest Showman in theaters as a kind of girls' date. And as I was driving home today, I kind of had some things like resonate and kind of connect that I kind of really wanted to share. So for some of you who may not know, The Greatest Showman is about the story of like this guy creating. Sorry, my dog's being needy. Going after the adventure and eventually creating the circus. And it's about him taking a chance on the Outcast and rejects to create something beautiful, and the story behind it. And Hugh Jackman stars in it, Zac Efron, Zendaya. It literally is my all-time, like, one of my new favorite movies. It's my exception. I listened to the soundtrack like a million times today. So something kind of resonate with me because he takes what's considered the outcast and the ugly during that period and turns it into something beautiful. That really kind of resonated with me. A lot of the people that he took into this show, that created this whole circus show, were afraid to be seen. They were afraid to be in public because they were rejected. They were afraid to, go out. There was the bearded lady. There was a really tall dude. Or some other ones. There was a really big, heavy guy. There were a handful of them, and they just were embarrassed of themselves. They didn't want to go out on the streets. They tried to hide, kind of settled for whatever scraps were thrown their way. They were made fun of. And kind of, to me, it reminded me of how I feel sometimes. Of course, I've had some bullying incidents, but even without those incidents, like even when those weren't going on, like you still, with an eating disorder, feel like people are silently laughing at you. A lot of times eating disorders try to get you to read and like assume what other people are thinking, and it's always bad. It's always, oh, they think my hair's off, or they think this shirt makes me look a little pudgy in the stomach, or ooh, I need to work on those arms because it's a little chunky. Like, those are weird things, but kind of gets you to silently judge. It also makes you, I remember it was when I was 13, my parents, about 13, 15, in between those 2 years, my parents took me to Tennessee and on a trip, my dad's business trip, and I drove 13 hours with them to Tennessee, and my mom and I were going to do things, and my dad was at work, and then we were going to do fun stuff with him when he got off work at about 6, after dinner. And I remember not wanting to go out of the hotel because I didn't want to walk down the streets of Tennessee because I was embarrassed. I literally, this may sound stupid, but I was embarrassed. I felt like everyone that looked at me was judging me, and I felt like unloved, which is crazy because my parents love me like so much, and they do so much for me. It's insane. But I remember my parents thinking I was an asshole that whole trip. Sorry for my language, but they thought I was a pain in the butt that whole trip because I didn't want to do anything. They didn't want to take me on any more trips because I refused to do anything. Go shopping, go to these museums. Like, the only one I was really wanting to go to is the Titanic Museum because I've always wanted to go to the Titanic Museum. So that's one I did not give out going to. But I was just... Sorry, my dog's being really cute. Had to show you. But anyway, so that... But it wasn't because of that. And I remember crying in the hotel bathroom after my shower because I couldn't say what I needed to say. I didn't know how to say. It's not that I don't want to go out and do things. I'm embarrassed. I felt gross. I felt disgusting. I literally felt like an embarrassment to the family. And obviously since then my parents have learned, hey, that's her being a butthole. Wasn't just her being a butthole. But I really obviously that scenario with the movie is kind of, different. They were literally outcast. But that's what eating disorders make you feel like. They make you feel ashamed. They belittle you. I really like that word for that circumstance. They belittle you to make you feel like you're nothing but the ground that people walk on, and it's humiliating, to be honest. You feel like you're never going to be good enough. And nothing you do will be good enough. I remember my prom, my junior year. My dress fit me way more tighter than I wanted it to. I remember having a silent breakdown in the bathroom when I was trying to put it on and cursing myself, and it really put a damper on prom. To be honest, I felt gross, and I was like, this dress makes me look hideous, but I don't have time to change it. They put those things, it made it so, it put a damper on things. I remember, going to the beach with my friends, and I didn't wear, I know this sounds weird, because not everybody wears bikinis, but I didn't wear my first bikini until I was 18, because I just felt I didn't have a good enough body. I didn't feel right, and I liked the idea of wearing a light two-piece swimsuit. I thought they were cute. They had some pretty cute ones, but I just never felt good enough. And I remember always going to the beach and sitting there, looking around and being every time I went to the beach, I would feel humiliated. That's why I didn't like to go swimming. You feel you literally feel like an outcast. You feel you feel like you're on the beach, right? That circumstance of the whole beach. You feel like everyone's in the water enjoying, having fun, and you're that little awkward person on the sand. You feel like that. Eating disorder makes you feel like you're not like everybody else. And it's not because of looks, like I said in my previous videos. It's because it gets at your morals and characters. That is why I don't take people degrading me lightly. I snap at that crap. I say, heck no. Because I know that's where they stem from, and it makes you feel, it gets to you where it matters. It uses your looks to cut down deeper, and it makes you feel isolated. I remember always feeling awkward from all my friends, because I always felt like I wasn't pretty enough, good enough. I always felt like that awkward little weirdo compared to everybody, because it tears you apart. I just really thought, there was one song in the movie, The Bearded Lady starts, and, oh gosh, I cannot remember much of the lyrics, but it was about how she's done being ashamed. She doesn't need to be ashamed. She is who she is, and I cried today when I was listening to it. It felt, when I was singing on, because that's what you feel like with an eating disorder. You feel like an outcast, like a reject, like a nobody. And the eating disorder makes you do it to yourself. Obviously, I'm literally not a reject. Like, society isn't saying, like, girl. But your eating disorder does that to you. It plays tricks on you. It makes you feel like that. And I think that's important for people to realize. Like, we internally feel like outcast. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't see because it's an internal fight. It really is. I tell my friend the two biggest things of my life, decisions in my life, are pretty much what to eat and what to wear, because my eating disorder gets at me and says, you can't wear that, check yourself again, or you can't eat that, check yourself again. And it's just, I really thought that movie was beautiful. If you haven't seen it, see it. But I really think it was amazing because it really resonated. Like, the Outcast was shining through. I like the one line in the song called The Greatest Show. Do you want to go to a place where the runaways are the run of the night? And I love that line because it really resonates, because when you feel isolated and like you are that awkward little runaway freak, like, it's nice now after treatment to feel pretty, to feel like I belong. When I go out with my coworkers, I feel like one of them, and it's the nicest thing. So, but I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe, and also put any comments in the videos about further videos you want me to do. And you guys have a beautiful day.